I'm very excited about guitars, and I just got this guitar, which is supposed to be the first smart guitar in the market. Ta-da! This is the guitar. Quite beautiful, I have to admit. Now, the back looks just gorgeous, which I usually don't care that much, but this is extremely nice. Hey, what's up guys? So I just got this guitar, which I'm really into, about a week ago, and I'm gonna try and do a review video. I've never done it before, and I'm also not getting paid for it, so I'm just curious about the sound of the guitar and if it's cool, and if you dig it, you dig it. What I'm gonna do in the video is check out the acoustic sound just naturally of the guitar, and then also utilizing the effect pedals here with the reverb and the different options, and then seeing how this sounds also plugged in. I'm gonna explain why I think it's cool and why I think it's not cool. I'm gonna have a conclusion at the end of the video, so please stick around. Let's check it out. As an acoustic guitar just by itself, feels good. Just, you know, an acoustic guitar that is really nice, has a nice color, plays well. Very balanced actually, so like the notes feel very much in tune. If I just play a scale, feels very much balanced, which is quite special actually. A lot of guitars are not. Even in this high register, it feels pretty good, which is actually kind of great. Yeah, so as an acoustic guitar, first of all, I dig it. Now, what's really interesting about this guitar is when I got it, my fiancé actually was really into this guitar, and I was quite surprised. And I think the reason is that you can go into the effect here and add some reverb. So it has a vibe. Can you hear that? And this knob here, we can get a little less reverb. But the thing is, it's a beautiful instrument, and you kind of automatically get a vibe, which is quite special. I think some acoustic guitars are a little harder, which, you know, I like the challenge as well, but this is really nice. It's a good instrument, and also the reverb is cool. So what happened with my fiancée actually is she started playing this guitar all the time the last couple of days, which have never been the case, and she has some options behind me, as you know. The promise of this guitar is this is the first smart guitar in the world. So again, it looks cool, the interface looks really nice, and it has some cool things to it, but let's see exactly how it works. Yes! Turn it on here, and then what's happening is we have a few options. We have the tuner, we have effects, looper, metronome, speaker, MIDI pedal, which I don't know what it is yet, but we'll explore. So let's tune. Effects. This is where it's at. Alright, so we have a few effects on this guitar. We have reverb, we have chorus, echo, phaser, tremolo, octave, distortion, and boost, and then it's off. So now let's start by checking the reverb. So this knob here is basically the effect level. This is supposed to be no reverb or less. It's pretty active still. This is a lot, which has just a longer sustain. I mean, honestly, this is really cool, because for me, just holding a guitar and having a little reverb, and it's not plugged again to anything, this is really cool. Does bring a lot of vibe, just instant. Alright, so this is the chorus. Also a vibe. Let's see how it is here. Okay. a lot. So this is the lowest setting. It's cool, a little strange but cool. Phaser. More. Let's listen to it. So it's almost like a feedback for a second. But I guess that's the sound. Cool, interesting. Tremolo. Oh, I love that. This is something I would definitely use. This is really nice. So this is the highest setting with the tremolo. Alright, an octave. It's cool, a little aggressive. But it's a vibe. Distortion. It's not awful, it's just not the best distortion, and I think that's not really the vibe of this guitar. But it's a cool, fun thing. You know, if you're messing around and someone really just wants a distortion for a second, it might be fun. Boost and off. Yeah, I mean, off sounds great, and I'm not taking it lightly. I think that's very important, and I think that's the essence of the guitar, that the guitar itself sounds good and feels good, which is the case. Alright, so we have a few knobs here. We have the battery life here, which is pretty good. I played it for a couple of hours this week, and I charged it for maybe 15-20 minutes, and it really just kind of got almost to full capacity. Then we have a tuner, which is always a positive thing. Could have been cool to have a green light when it's in tune, just like I'm always from the angle, so I'm not sure if the arrows has one more thing to change, but we can also listen, so it's fine. Then, okay, we need to press this again to go back to the menu, and then you go to effects. We press that, and then we have this box with 9 options. 1 is off, so we have basically 8 effects. I think the coolest thing about it is you don't need to plug anything, so I can go just any place in the house, not be in the studio, and just have this vibe to write something. So I guess if you're just in the woods, you know, and you want some phaser, you can get it, which is a fun thing. Tremolo. I dig this one a lot. Yeah, one of the disadvantages with sound effects is when you plug it in, it doesn't sound that good. Let's check it out. So I just plugged the guitar in, so I'm just going direct into the amp, no pedal, no chain, just literally the amp. And this is the reverb in its lowest setting, which is a lot. This is basically me being in a pool, which sometimes I like being in a pool, but not all the time. So for me, this is not working properly. So I told the company, I sent them a message about it and saying that when I plug it in, it's not really working, and is there something that I'm missing in the manual or something? And they were saying that they're working on that. So right now when you're plugging in the guitar, using the Reverb is just like you are in a pool, which is a vibe, but I think the coolest thing about this guitar is I'm imagining someone, a singer-songwriter, putting a little reverb, going to the bandstand and just playing with his setting, and that's it. The guitar is set up. So right now it's not the case, but I think very soon it will be. It doesn't bother me that much because honestly, I mean, yeah, you can have your own reverb, but I think it's definitely a very easy fix, so I wish it would have been already functioning. But it's okay. The other effects, like the chorus, are much better amped. Yeah, this sounds good. I think from For my exploration, the only pedal that really didn't work when it was plugged is actually the Verb, which for me is also the most important one, but it's okay. When I say Verb, I mean Reverb. This is the Echo, plugged in. Again, maybe not the most useful thing in the universe, but it's a vibe. HyVibe. Phaser, plugged in. Okay, I hear it much more now. That's cool. I do feel it's very bassy, so I wish there was an EQ here to set it up, but I do know there's an app that you can adjust things on the app. I didn't get the app yet, so I kind of just dived in with what I have, but I'm sure it's possible, so I understand. But right now it's a little bassy to my taste. Tremolo, I love this. This feels great. Yeah, this is my favorite effect here. Let's get even more of that. It's really beautiful. There's a volume knob here. That's pretty easy to work with, which I do appreciate that. So the output is pretty loud too, so you have a lot of room for negotiation here. Cool. Let's explore more options. There is a metronome here, which I definitely love. Going in, on, off, on, and the volume here is the volume. And then I guess somehow, oh, okay. So we can go and change the tempo. It could be 4/4, it could be other things, which I appreciate it too. And it goes from 20 BPM, which I definitely like, to 260. Cool. And stop. Cool. So 20 BPM to 260 is a good range, and you can choose if you want to be in 7/4, 5/4, 3/4, 4/4, 1/4. I just click with no accent, which is great. I think this is good. I like the sound. There is a MIDI pedal option here, which I'm not sure what it does yet, but I think it's related to this here. So there's an input and an output. So I'm just using the output, but I think you can go in with more stuff and with the iPhone application. So yeah, this is to be explored. And then I am very curious about the looper. This is something I do use and I think it's really cool. So let's hit it. Whoa. So I'm gonna loop something. Okay, so now the loop is connected to, whoa, stop. Okay, so I think the loop is connected to, how do I stop it? Oh my god, okay. Yeah, not the most comfortable, but let's figure it out. One of the coolest things about this guitar is that it has a built-in looper. Let's try it out. You can change the volume. It's kind of cool. I dig it. So it did take me about 20 minutes or half an hour to figure it out with the looper, but it is a worthwhile investment. It's not a long time, and all these things have like a little learning curve. It is really cool. I do enjoy it a lot, and I think I'm going to use it. And again, you can decide if you want to loop 4 bars, 8 bars, 12 bars. You can work on your blues or just write a song. So you loop things. You can choose, I think, the tempo that you start with. but I'm not 100% sure about that. You can look it up or try it. Cool. To me, it was an experience to try this guitar and try to examine what's happening here and if it's cool or not cool. Again, a guitar is just a tool to create more sounds. If it is inspiring to you, I think that's great, but it doesn't mean that you need it. I do have a few guitars for different reasons. When I work with different people, I need a specific sound, or more so one specific sound. But to be honest, I had one guitar, this baby here, for a very, very, very long time. This was the only guitar I really had. Now I have a little bit more things, but in reality, I really play my guitar more than 85% of the time. So it is great. Nothing is really needed. The most important thing is to make music. Although I would say a nice instrument can affect you to be inspired to write some things. So I played this nylon string guitar one time and I was like, this is so amazing. I just want to play it all day and write some stuff with it. And I do feel this vibe with this guitar too. It has something that is really fun and very intuitive. Just the look of it, the sound, just being able to just have a little verb or a little effect on it with walking. I don't know, I just dig it. You can also charge it with a USB here, and you can do that while playing, which I appreciate. And yeah, it's a nice instrument. If you have any advice of how to do a review better, let me know, because again, this is my first time trying this and I'm just trying to explore and trying to ask myself what I would like to know about a guitar or an instrument when I'm exploring it. I think it is a very, very balanced instrument, which is a huge deal for me. The notes and the intonation are really good, which is a huge, huge thing when you're playing guitar. Even great guitars sometimes are not as intonated as I wish they would. So this one here is really, really in a very good place. It's comfortable, it's also light, so if you put it on a strap, it's great. The tuning pegs are comfortable. Yeah, it's a good instrument. What can I say? I do enjoy it. I think there are a few things that I would fix. I think the biggest thing that I don't like about this guitar at the moment is that when I plug in the effects and I use the reverb, it really feels like I'm drowning in a pool. Swimming, not drowning, sorry. But it's just like there's no option to have it on a very chill setting, and I do like the reverb. All the other effects actually work pretty good, so I'm not sure why this was not the case, but it's fine. This guitar is really nice and I'm very happy that I have it. Thank you so much for listening, guys. I hope this was interesting and fun. For me, it was a cool exploration, and checking out a guitar and trying to express what you feel about it is always a little hard to articulate, but I hope I did a fair job. So thanks again. I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.